Greetings, everybody. My name is Coin, and welcome on back to what will hopefully be the second to last episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Ultimate Trial. Let me do a quick check-in with all of my lovely participants between the three lovely, wonderful apps. Very well. Mr. Jason says, that's not great. We have a serious problem today. 5 people have left the TCC in tandem. They could just not like getting pinged. That would probably be what it is. They're used to the TCC being a quiet place. And for the most part, it still is a quiet place that hasn't suddenly changed. I just needed to make 2 announcements. So, because of that, I'm willing to bet that's probably why they left. Probably. Although I do not know which 5 people. While we're conversating here, why don't we play the camera mini game, and I could thank our wonderful contributors during this month's cycle. Thank you very much. If you guys want your names on these placards, I'm getting ahead of myself here. But if you do want your names on these placards, all you have to do is chuck a little bit of change at me. Chuck some coins. And you will end up with your names on these placards. The purchase or maintenance of any continuous subscription package or a direct donation of $2 or more during the month cycle will be enough to get your names on this list, which I will read right now. It's the smallest way I have to get back to you. Thank you to Just Me Carly 917, Shiny of Hyrule Nest, and Mr. Fent for gifting Nice One M, and Troll Castle King Jason. There are subscriptions. Thank you to everyone who has one. Please do enjoy all the benefits and privileges that come along with the subscription package. I would also like to thank Mr. Gordo Goku for their continued Valkyrie tier membership over on Patreon. Please do enjoy the benefits and privileges that come along with that. Finally, or I guess among the subscriptions anyway, I'd like to thank Mr. Rasby the Player for their continued Valkyrie tier membership over on the Coffee platform. Please do enjoy the benefits and privileges. What sorts of benefits and privileges? Oh, things like emotes if you're on Twitch, or extra votes, sneak previews at the thumbnails, private Discord benefits, and so on, available to all memberships. Not to mention collaborative benefits too. Finally, thank you to the people who have decided to donate in the past, although we do not have any during this month's cycle. This is one of the most direct methods of supporting me if you like my work. If you like my work anyway. And so for that, thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, why don't I take a quick peek-see at what's going on the TCC Discord. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Carlbot logged that pretty nicely. I would say there's kind of really no way to know if... There's no current way to know if it is because, see your DM? Sure. I highly doubt that. First, I will acknowledge the statement, and then I will say I highly doubt that. I think it is just a product of a number of different things. Because we kind of have no evidence for that claim. I'll see if I can't pay the individual in question a visit and just kind of observe things for a while. Just kind of see what's going on. I'll do that. Sir Jason says, but you're not blaming me, good sir. You've done much good. I appreciate that. I think my speculation is people don't like getting pinged. And because people don't like getting pinged, the default reaction to that is to leave the server. I've experienced this in my own server. I've seen it happen out in real time on other servers. I just think people really don't like that sort of thing. But what can you do when you've got an announcement to make? You need to reach everyone, not just a subset of people. You need to reach absolutely everyone. So I think without further evidence, we could chalk that's all I would chalk it up to, is just either people didn't like getting pinged or didn't like where the server was going. Something more reasonable or more attributable without evidence. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Jason says that's fine. You just block people who do that anyway. You consider leavers as time wasters. It's sad, but that's how you personally feel. Fair enough. I will not tell you how you're supposed to be feeling. Welcome on in, Mr. Rasby. Good to see you, good sir. I hope nothing has interfered with your ability to simply exist in life. But I do hope you're at least good in health and spirit, because I find that being well in both body and mind will make it easier to do those things. But I do hope you enjoy your stay, good sir. You and Mr. Jason have come in just in time. We're about to go over the recap and what today's goal is, because boy, is today's goal a doozy. So, last time on The Legend of Zelda The Ultimate Trial, we went achievement hunting, and we got pretty much every item in the game. Like every piece of equipment, all of the actual equipment, all of the select items. We have all the stones. We've got the pieces of soul. We have the blast powder, advanced arrowheads, forged swords, all of it. And we managed to get 29 out of 30 achievements. Before we go to the end of the game, my goal today, and this is transitioning over to that, our goal today is to get through 100 floors or 100 waves of the Abyssal Arena, including the mini boss spam in the middle. Mr. Jason says it's just, you do worryingly feel that whenever we're on a high, something happens to smack you back. You sound like my mom right now. She does that a lot. She's like, she'll sometimes say, just when things were going good, something bad has to happen. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm not particularly saying you can't feel that way. Just as a bit of a cautious optimism that maybe those things have nothing to do with your deep-seated fear. That's all. I'm the one standing in the roiling water and making the changes for the TCC with help from Secretary Haru and others to help shape the TCC into your vision. I'm not asking you to have that same courage, just have some faith. Have faith in me. Have some courage and put some trust in me. That's all. And that'll be my last mention on that subject myself, good sir. Now, I have ground up. This is what had to happen off camera. I went and ground up the 75 mushrooms to enhance 3 blue potions, each of which will restore 12 health, 12 hearts, and magic meter. I have also ground up 99 more mushrooms to do that again, if we have to. I have enough money to do this twice. And then afterwards, we'll have to do it again should something, we'll have to grind again should something happen. Strasby says, so, nice weather we're having. Oh, you came in on a bit of a tail end of, you know, some TCC worries that Mr. Jason is having. That's all. You've come in during a particularly dour point of conversation. That's all. Oh, hello. Why do you have something to say? I can't believe you put all those monsters down. I'm speechless. You're free to test your might against them again if you desire. Sure. Mr. Jason says you have absolute trust in me. At the end of the day, you have specific people you want to be with. Anyone else, you have zero attachment. Fair enough. I am trying to assuage your fear. That's all. Scary things can happen. That's what happens when change happens. You know, good and or bad change can result in people getting skittish and fleeing. But my assuagement is so that I'm trying to assuage your fear in at least the short and medium term, so that as these changes continue to get rolled out, the people that want to be in the TCC can be there, and those that don't want to be there can leave. Like, we as humans have that basic capacity to choose our association, right? Freedom of association. The people that want to be here don't mind the vision and don't mind where it's going. The people that do mind will leave. But I feel I know where that fear is coming from. Let me also say this, and this is on like a more personal level. I fear that sort of thing with my own Discord too. Where, you know, I feel like I'm on a good streak with building the Discord server up and making it a better place. Trying to make it a better place, and either something has happened and people leave, or people leave for some other reason. I hold on to that too. I know what that fear is like. Mr. Rasby says you would add something on the topic? Sure. Mr. Jason says there are very few people who've been honored to meet. One of them was the good sir, Mr. Rasby, for without him the TCC time would still be confusing. I would say give this some time. We're actually in the throes of moving, shuffling channels around in the server, in the organization. You know, giving people somewhat more latitude to post in those specific places. There are going to be some growing pains, and there are going to be some trials that we're going to have to pass. If we can't pass them, then the TCC goes back to where it was, and we figure out what to do again. That sort of thing. Sir Jason says that for what it's worth, you don't speak highly of too many people. Understandable. Hey, praise has got to be earned. Respect has... Okay, what I say might be controversial, but I believe some respect has to be earned. Some baseline respect must be given, but some baseline respect must also be earned. Like, that, there's a deeper level of respect that I think can be earned, but it can also be given freely. I respect when people have a firm baseline and don't refuse to cross it. Other than under the dire circumstances for which there is no choice but to cross it. That said, it is time for me to lock in and focus. I can keep talking. I can pause the game and talk, but I kind of don't want to make a habit of doing that too much. Once I've crossed into the Abyssal Arena, I want to lock in and get these 100 waves done. Because if they're done, and this is the bookkeeping I need to do, If they're done, I will end the stream and we will open the next stream after I've taken like 5 minutes to update information, and we'll just go right to the end of the game. But that is determined by, do we clear the 100 waves or not today? Hopefully we get it done in one go. If not, you know, we have the remainder of the stream to try again. And folks, do take your time. There's no rush in conversation. Conversation is meant to be sipped over some fine tea or biscuits. You don't want to speak in haste unless you have no choice. Measure twice, cut once. That kind of thing. That said, I am going to activate the focus overlay, and we're going to get right to work. It starts off easy, and then it gets, well, really, really difficult. Floor 50 will be, like, the real showcase of that. So far, so good. Oh, and I should say, we also have to get beyond wave 100. We can't just stop at 100. We actually have to get to 101 and beat it. It looks easy now, but this game has in previous attempts tossed anywhere between like four to six difficult enemies at a time. And the little mistakes that you see me make now add up. They add up really quickly. Case in point. Mr. Resby says, yeah, well, you wanted to add something, but it may come off a bit rude. Do your best to word it politely. That's all I ask. Mr. Jason says, thankfully, announcements in the TCC are very few and far between. Yeah, I'm going to try to, space out the announcements so that they aren't too many. But as we continue to make structural changes, I do think it is fair that I notify people that the structural change is happening. So they're not like, what happened to the old rooms? Or what happened to this or that was posted? Well, it's part of like a restructuring, reshuffling. Things got changed. And not every post is worth saving. Basically, anything with embeds or like useful information is what was saved. Otherwise, you know, it got tossed out with the bathwater. And I have asked permission before removing any such thing. Oh, come on. I did not mean to step into that. Well, I did step in it. Not much more to say than that. Levers get me a lot. Mr. Esby says, well, yeah, well, you don't think it would add any value for you to say, regardless of the words used. You're just stating why you didn't end up typing anything. Fair enough. Fair enough, Mr. Rasby. Oh, really? There had to be a P-hat here? Come on. Get out of here with that nonsense game. So far, so good. We're a quarter of the way through, roughly. The real tests are going to be like wave 35, wave 40, 45, and like 50. I'm actually, this is that, I don't look it, but I'm nervous right now. I guess that's why I'm trying to sound a little bit nervous. Mr. Jason says, oh, so there are only 100 souls in this game? Actually, no, there are only 50. There are 50, and at 25 you get the medium, you get the Giant's wallet, and at 50 you get the Tycoon's wallet. What it is there is an achievement with an item you get for clearing 100 waves. It's like really, it's kind of a really cool but small item. Oh, come on, this is a bad time for this to happen. Alright, let's whip out the Nehru's Love here. I do want to at least try to be efficiently... Actually, what I could do... I wonder if this works. It does. That's interesting. I knew freezing magic worked. I didn't know it would pierce their guard, though. Interesting. Mr. Jason says, imagine a 100-wave arena in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for a Korok seed. No. Although, actually, 100 waves of enemies doesn't sound that bad, if I'm being honest. Especially if all they do, even if all they do is chuck Gleeox at ya, or Lynels, or Molduga. There are ways to, like, mitigate like item requirements, especially if you have like if you have Minoru or you're allowed to bring sages in there. Yeah, Minoru kind of makes most things a cakewalk. You need monster horns more than anything. I think people sleep on Minoru because, you know, she's not as fast as Link running around with you know, with haste food. Of course she's not. That's not her purpose. Yeah, she doesn't move as fast as Link, or is able to climb the same spaces. That's sort of the point. She's meant to be a like headshot enabler. That is one thing I've used her for pretty consistently, is to give me the space I need to make headshots. Because you can go right into bullet time after hopping off of her. Nice. Unfortunately, the minimap does not tell me altitude, but that's fine. Mr. Jason says, at least with Tulin, the game is a bit more of a breeze to play. Too true. The lock-in isn't bad now. It's gonna be bad later. Like I said, Mr. Jason's seen waves 35, 40, 45, and like the mid to upper 50s. He was here when that was going on. He could tell you. I really had to lock in. Oh, yeah. This is the type of room I'm talking about, by the way. Where there's just too much crap. Run. Yeah, 35 is like the first time where that heats up. I will totally put in the applause track and other stuff in a hot minute. Actually, while he's running around like that, I should get the Beamos out of here. Yeah, I believe I have to do it again. Yeah, I have to do it again. That's fine. I guess while it's paused, first a round of applause. Mr. Resby says, you would make the lock-in actually hide chat on your end for the time being so you could only focus. Well, the issue is I could still see it on the docks. 1, 2, there might be people watching the VOD that want to see chat. That's like a really common complaint for live streams that don't show chats is that they wish they could see chat. So I'm trying to entertain that. If there's some interaction in chat, it would really suck to have to go in, take a snippet of all the individual statements, and put them in on the VOD afterwards, with while showing the individual statement I'm reacting to. There's a YouTuber by the name of Baylor Lord, B-A-A-L-O-R-L-O-R-D, Baylor Lord. He does this. Baylor Lord Plays, and Baylor Lord Unedited. Yeah, he does that with his videos. He has, like, nice little chat pop-outs, and I believe he has an editor for this. I don't. I don't have an editor, and sifting through 4+ hours of footage is a lot to ask an individual person to do, especially with no guide marks for anything interesting. I'd have to pull a hard-leg Joe and, like, actually treat the stream as a live recording session, which I don't think people wanted to sign up for. No offense. Mr. Resby says, I see. Oh, my boy Baylor. Yeah, I've been watching him a lot. His Slay the Spire content's great. Him and Frost Prime got me back into Spire for a little while. But I am conflicted. That is something I have been thinking about, Mr. Rasby. I wish I could. I just think I've got too many other considerations in the cons category for me to hide my face. Plus, when you're watching the VOD, you know, a lot of people watching VODs are not there for the stream experience, and so hiding my face or the chat doesn't, it hinders that. Wibbly wobbly, yeah, wibbly wobbly streamer overhead stuff that no one cared for and no one asked to hear about. Mr. Jason says, so Baylor inspired you to return to game? Yes. Not only him, but him in large part. Although I'm playing the thing modded, so not at all the way he's doing it. Mr. Resby says, yeah, I mean, personally, you just accept the sacrifice. If someone made literally the best joke ever, so it's Aelin or Jason, yeah, it's lost forever, but at least you get to focus and rely on current mods to moderate stuff. Oh, yeah. Trust me, at Way 50, you're going to see Coin Series face come on, because I've only given a color gradient on top, and you're going to hear me not talk for a long time. When that happens, you'll know it, because I'll only be pausing the game to, like, welcome people in. Stuff like that. For now, I can at least, you know, kind of, I'm kind of focused. Maybe I should make a level 2 version of the overlay. Mr. Resby says you just don't want to see Coin's sad face after having his brain makes his eye jump to split second on the chat and make him not dodge some attack. Trust me, that's also a thing that I'm going to have to worry about with Elden Ring, the Elden Ring Reforged Challenge run. And there I'm going to have to say, hey, I'm serious. Here I can pause. So it's like, whatever. In Elden Ring, I can't. Even with Reforged, you know, I can get a pause item to do that. It's a bad habit to get that item. Exactly, Mr. Rasby. Soft locked in. I know that's not a joke, but it's sarcasm, and I'm counting it. I'm counting it. Let me grab the feather and arrows. Those are the most commonly used items. Nice. Save on arrows where you can. Save on arrows where you can with this. I will probably have to whip out the big boy magic in a second. Run. It's just the fact that the Wizrobe seems to pop up at an inopportune time when the wave is just booting up. And these things being able to summon more enemies or, you know, freeze. You know, freeze you or deal huge amounts of damage it's a lot in a room that already has, like, say, the Asylum Demon in it. Or a Grimstalker, or Darklink. It's just a huge ask. Speaking of, this is the wave where he starts showing up, so I'm gonna get ready for that. While I deal with other enemies. And right now, I really kind of have to be locked in. Okay. I'll acknowledge that sentence in more detail after the wave. Okay. Mr. Jason says, but yes, good sir, while what you DM'd was likely quite preposterous, you do sometimes genuinely think that people that you've done something to wrong have it in for you. But disregard what you said completely. You will delete it. Understood. Wave 40 was like a sampling of how quiet I kind of have to be for in general. But we're doing good. 43 out of 101%. I should actually probably get the magic, and that is the wrong kind of magic. All right, ma'am. Bye-bye. Mr. Jason says, you might have mentioned ages ago that you have trust issues over your past, and so that's why you're really appreciative of any amount of time that you and Miss Carly are willing to offer, and why you both shot up to the top of the friends list so quickly. I have trust issues too. Trust me, I see a lot of myself in you. And I think that's true. I also deal with trust issues. I guess it's just easier to spot them in other people and be a little bit more critical. Like, take in more evidence before I jump to the same conclusion in other people than I do in myself. And when other people do offer that for me, usually they're in the camp of the very thing I am scared of or fearful of. So I often don't see their assurances as reassurance. I see it as deception or manipulation. I know what that's like, to feel like you don't have any real friends. You only have pretenders, or you only have, like, fake people around you. I totally get that. Perhaps that's why I'm being a bit more, it's perhaps why I'm trying to, like, stop other people from going into those same backslides that I've gone into myself. Not great. I wonder how much damage this magic spell's gonna do. I think they might actually be immune, now that I'm looking at it. Go ahead and use this now. Okay, sparkly blue pot number 1. Try to use a little bit more, just slightly more magic to justify drinking the blue pot. Really, game? All right. Mr. Jason says, if you see some of yourself in me, good sir, in you, some of myself in you, then you are truly honored that I've placed so much faith in you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. Okay, pieces over there. Really? I was hoping to not get hit, but whatever. Oh, I think I just got knocked down by a iron knuckle. Did he just backslide? He did. That dude just backslid. Mr. Jason says, when you first modded, it was a business agreement, but it has transpired into so much more, and that makes me very happy. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, that is a certified get out of dodge. Actually, what kind of wizrobe are you anyway? A wizrobe. Oh, it's just a regular wizrobe? I was expecting it to be a grand wizrobe. What a letdown. I guess he pulled his wizrobe over my eyes.
Spill it, boy.
Wrong
Sure,
button.
Jan.
There we go. There's the sure Jan I was looking for. Although, spill it, boy, why'd you say that line might be just as accurate, honestly. Nice. I love getting struck by random Stalfos. Alright, this is the boss spam? No, it is just fat ass spam. Perfect. Sorry for my French. But, I mentioned before I would have to, like, drop some things. This is one of them. The don't touch it box, the hurt box, the hit box is the club on this thing. Oh, it's immune to frost. Good to know. All right. Let's get Hypnator's Love ready. Mr. Jason says here, good learner. I people watch, so I certainly like to think I learn around people quite well. It didn't take you long to work out, or it didn't take me long to work out your mannerisms, as in nothing that you say is ever slightly mean. It could come across that way, but when you don't know that many words for what you want to say, well, you're gonna use what you know. Yeah, I get what you mean. No, I did not need the... It's probably a good time to use this. Especially with butt right on the screen. Really? Right in front of my frickin' salad? Why you gotta be like that, Asylum Demon? I think I have enough magic left to freeze something and that's it. Why? Every floor. All right. Second, I'll go as long as I can without needing to use the blue pot here, but... Alright, now I need to try to make all this count. It's time to really lock in.
Off in the distance, my senators and inductees.
That is an ad storm. In about 5 minutes, it'll blow over us, and then we can get right back to the gaming. Thanks. I really appreciate everyone's time that they've spent here. It means the world to me. It would also mean the world if you could electrify my algorithm by following my Twitch channel, subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking the video and or streams on YouTube, and even leaving a comment. Doing all of those things ensures that when I zap your feeds with a live or a long-form content notification, you don't have to worry about missing any quality content. Thank you guys so much for sitting through that. It is the part of content creation I don't particularly care for, but it's got to get done. We do take commercial breaks around here. In about 3.5 minutes from now, we'll take our first one for the stream. During that time, there'll be a timer right where the webcam is, right where my head is, and it'll read for 3 minutes. During that time, the ads will be playing, and it'll be time for me to get up and get a stretch, do other stuff. I highly encourage you guys to do the same thing. It'll make your break pass by faster, but otherwise do feel free to spend that time however you wish. Once that time is up and the timer reads 0 minutes and 0 seconds, I will be back at my desk, and we can pick right back up on the gaming. Promise. Mr. Jason says you'll BRB as soon as possible. Very well, good sir. Take your time. I shouldn't have moved. I should not have moved. Yup. Alright, I think I'll wait here. I'll wait here, and I'm still gonna have the screen pause just in case there's like an auto limit on this, but I want to make sure you guys can see the full bit and not me pause at an inopportune time or moment or something along those lines. See you guys after the commercial break. Thank you. Sorry about that, everybody. I am back. Hopefully you guys get something you wanted out of the commercial break, even if it was only just, you know, waiting for it to be over. That kind of thing. I'm just going to take a quick peek at any private communiques I may have had. And then we're going to keep moving. Okay. We're good to go now. Are we ready to go back onto the struggle bus? Let's do it. Got like 40-ish waves left to go. Very specifically 40 waves. All right. Whip out Nehru's Love. My play has to get a lot better than it currently is. Welcome back, Mr. Jason. Trust things went smoothly for you during while you were away. Mr. Jason says you see that you made it back before the perfect round. You did. And good. I'm glad to hear that. enter the perfect round. Really? Okay. So far, so good. Come on. I shouldn't have said anything. I should just not have opened my mouth. Mr. Jason says, you know that this otherwise lovely website is in a constant phase between working and not working, but you're even seeing failed to load module errors on the actual stream video now. You can see the actual stream though, and that dapper looking gentleman in the top left corner. I appreciate that, good sir. And yes, I think Twitch is now in an actual dumpster fire, just because of all the controversies it has. Give it a year, maybe not even 6 months, and I truly think it'll be gone. I'm gonna continue, you know, working as though it's here, but if people are wondering why am I now suddenly streaming to 3 platforms, that's why. I want Twitch to work, but I think for Twitch to actually work properly, Lots of things have to change. The CEO has to be replaced. Amazon has to want to spend on Twitch. Amazon has to believe the message and not just, you know, pull the plug when it's convenient. And I just don't see them doing that. Oh. Okay. Walk in. It's now there's 20 rounds. I need to beat 101 waves. Just because of the way the achievement is actually worded. Okay, this is it. This is probably a pretty good time to pop one of these. Welcome on in here, Ish. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in body and mind, and I hope you enjoy your stay. You're coming in on the last 10 waves of The Legend of Zelda: The Ultimate Trial. The last 10 waves of the Abyssal Arena, in which I'm super locked in and focused. Or trying to be, anyway. So if I'm not super chatty, I do apologize. Actually, the combined chat dock... No, the chat dock is working. Okay. Really? Alright. 3 more waves. I feel in... I don't feel palpitations, but I really do feel my nervousness right now. Okay. That's it. We can die now. But I do want to clear one last wave. I'm kind of wanting the game to, like, give me a... I'm wanting the game to give me, like, an out and not just me warping and hoping it works. But I am running low on supplies at the same time. Sir Jason says keep fighting the good fight, but without healing now. Yeah. This is what we have left to work with. Nope, only giving it to me every 10 waves. Yeah, at least I can relax now. Yeah, I know it does store the number that I died at. Because otherwise, then none of the attempts for pieces of soul would have counted. come on. Alright, fine. You want me to mass AoE you? I will do that. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Please let me leave. Yes! Oh! This is it. Our reward for all of this. Are you guys ready? Mr. Jason says, hashtag round hashtag 420. Here we go. Here we come. I honestly did feel like that. Mr. Jason says, GG, good sir. At least one thing. If you did not create this, or you did not create this amazing game, if you did, round 94 would have been Neo Goma, 95 would have been Neo King Dodongo, 96 would have been Neo Baronade, 97 would have been Neo Phantom Ganon, 98 would be Neo Volvagia, 99 would be Neo Morpha, 100 would be Neo Bongo Bongo, and round 101 would be Neo Twin Rova. I think because of the way that the bosses work, like a lot of them are hard coded. I know Bongo Bongo is one of the ones to have significant hard coding in it. So that means you would essentially have to rewrite the entire Bongo Bongo fight, including where all of the animation skeletons are keyed to, in order to actually get him outside of a specialized arena. I think Phantom Ganon is one of the other, like, early bosses that was also fairly hard-coded. You couldn't do much with Phantom Ganon besides change the textures on the actors being used. If I remember my Ocarina code deep dives with other people that have worked on the code correctly, if I remember what they've talked about, some things are kind of hard-coded. Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time is also another spot where where stuff has been hard-coded. Hard-coded in, like you can't really change the location much. All right, Serval, tell me. Go and try your gift. It's in the Stellar Rest Chamber. With pleasure. You guys want to take a guess at what it is? I'm gonna give you guys 3 guesses to get it right. Because I know what it is, but I want other people to be surprised. And no clarifying questions before the guess either. Mr. Jason says, is it the cow from Ocarina of Time? No. That's guess number 1. I guess while we're moving around, before I head in there and show what it is, we'll buy and upgrade some potions. Mr. Jason says you're out of guesses. Let's go see it. Fair enough. Okay, we will do that. I think you guys are gonna at least go, oh, that's neat. Was it worth the stress? Maybe not. Mr. Jason says you wanted it to be that horse race prized cow. Fair. This here is a phonograph. And we got, with that, my fine friends, that is every achievement in the game. Listen to a song on the jukebox. The achievement was not 100 waves. 100 waves in the Abyssal Arena unlocks the achievement. Yes, this is a sound test / music player. Let's see if it carries outside of the stellar restroom as well. I don't think it does. Yeah, it does not. Sadness. I would have liked that to have been music that permanently played. Or you can set what the corridor or the stronghold track is. But yes, that was the achievement. Mr. Jason says that was truly a stellar prize. Ah. Let's go top off on supplies, and then, you know, I will reiterate once again how this kind of like stream switching process is gonna work, because that's it. The only thing we have left to do is go to the final boss, and I kind of want that to be its own EP. That has got to be a... what's up, Mr. Jason? So I just saw that. Because rupees are now truly meaningless to us. They're truly meaningless. Mr. Jason says, not an immediate C request, but I sent you the issue in a screenshot to DMs. Sure. Sure. I'll take a look at it as soon as we have bought and refurbished the necessary supplies for what is to come. Oh, I guess also while we're here, let's go talk to Laredo some. I did tell you guys I would show off some of that dialogue, and I did mean it. I did not mean to stop buying. I do wish that the chat menus, or dialogue menus in Ocarina of Time were a teensy bit more responsive than they are, but alas, that is truly not the case. There's some kind of delay. So, Laredo, for those who don't know, when he's awake, he'll tell you stories. When he's asleep, he'll give you tips on how to defeat various monsters. Do you know that throwing a bomb at a Dodongo's mouth can finish it off? This alludes to the Feed It achievement, where you can kill a Dodongo by letting it walk up to a bomb and swallow it. There's actually an animation for that. Do you know that when a Stalfos drops its guard, it's possible to stun him with a Deku Nut? Yes, I did in fact know that. Do you know that Deku's nuts are useful to stun Gwei and Keese, especially if they're elementally charged? They're little tips. Oh, right. Did you know that you could defeat stalled children by using Din's fire? That was the last one. Do you know that you could use your shield to reflect an Octorok's rocks? Yes, but not all shields do this. Only the Hylian and Deku shields do this, baseline. Otherwise, the Mystique shield and Hatch's shield do not do this. Mr. Jason says, oh, Mr. Coin, Mr. Jason has a certain charm about him. You were in the wonderful Twilight Blitz's channel once, and someone on voice chat with him knows that you jokingly say that he plays too many shooter games, and they suggested they suggested a channel point routine to change the game to Twilight Blitz. But Twilight Blitz laughed and immediately said, nah, Jason won't redeem it. Yeah, channel point hoarder right here. You like having them. Understandable. That's funny. That the idea to get you to spend channel points is immediately refuted by knowing the tendencies. Do you know that once a floor master dies, you can finish the small ones with Din's fire or a spin attack? Yes. Mr. Jason says people just know Mr. Jason too well. I mean, you're honest. You're honest about yourself. So there is that. We won't go through every single, like, bit of dialogue. There's one for in every creature type in the game. But, all these tips, or most of these tips, also apply to base game as well. You can hit a Poe twice with your sword before it has time to disappear. You can use Din's fire to take out, the floor master hand splitting apart. You can use Deku Nuts to stun Stalfos. Like, all those tips are true. Mr. Jason says, and now you sit at 300 plus channel points in his channel, 500 plus points in Suremu's channel, and 800,000 across those two channels. Nice. What do you have to say here? Do you know that using a spinning attack can kill any tail Passarin without being harmed by it? Do you know that Redeads and Gibdos won't attack you if you walk slowly or wear heavy boots? I didn't know the iron boots were like secret tech against Gibdos. If we play another ROM hack,
sex.
but like any ROM hack, I'll have to try that if it has iron boots. Welcome on in, Mr. Shiny. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in body and mind, and I do hope you enjoy your stay. We're just about to put up the finishing touches before, you know, we end the stream and then restart that stream with the new, with like the end game, because we just got finished going through the 100 waves in the Abyssal Arena, and we got the jukebox. I'll show you after we see this message. Do you know that defeating a Beery or a berry with a boomerang or spin attack is safer than attacking head-on? I do. Mr. Jason says, once you hit 200k here, good sir, that is 1 million channel points across just 3 channels. Nice. You're currently at 147.5k now here, good sir. Nice. Hey, we like big number. Most people like big number. I did not mean to walk this direction, but actually, you know what? I did, because I wanted to show Mr. Shiny the, what is essentially a sound test. This is your reward for 100 waves of the Abyssal Arena. This is the dance music from, talking to the King Deku, clone outside in the garden. And I think this would be like the Lost Woods. Oh, this is like the overworld track here. You don't get this jukebox until you clear the 100 plus waves. We got to wave 110, as a matter of fact. I made sure I pressed on just long enough to let the game let me go legitimately rather than warp out. What's up, Mr. Jason? Your eldest niece was having a video call with your mom a couple of months ago and showed off her side of the phone screen with all the things that your niece, quote, had in her cart on a website that she wanted to buy. I overheard and I said, niece's name. It is the basket over here. And she said, yes, basket. My bad. Had in her cart. Yeah, basket versus cart. Well, do you guys just refer to that as baskets over there? Is that like a... We call them carts here in the US. Like a shopping cart. That's what that's based off of. Okay, upgrade the blue pots. Let's buy... I did grind up mushrooms for this too. Mr. Jason says, yeah, or at fancy places, it is a shopping bag. Okay. Understandable. I guess that's just a difference in parlance. It's really all the same thing when you get down to it, right? You put it in the shopping cart. You put it in the bag. You put it in the basket. It's all the same thing. At most, I think people should only really be mildly miffed about that, as opposed to, like, seriously upset. Mr. Jason says Mr. Jason knows a certain fancy place. That wouldn't happen to be, a certain chocolatier, would it? That's usually the fancy place you're talking about. See, Mr. Shiny and I know you well enough that when you say fancy place, that is what you're talking about. Okay. Nice. Now we go through into the actual sanctum. I'm gonna make a save, because I would hate for a sudden crash to happen. It did happen almost once. And I have to do those 100 waves again. I would not make you guys sit through that more than once. Mr. Jason says, sometimes you just out it by now. Sometimes you say a certain British chocolatier by name. Yeah, sometimes. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I do hope everyone's enjoyed the gameplay and commentary so far. But I'm gonna do this bit of bookkeeping again because it was something I only said on stream. I did not get a chance to announce this. So, what's gonna happen now that we've done everything there is to do in the game, with the version patch in the bottom right-hand corner, rainbow text, is this. I'm going to end the stream temporarily so that I can change over title information. And I would just, have my lovely moderators and or myself change the stream title. But the issue is I have to open up a new stream instance on YouTube. It's not enough that we change the Twitch and Kick titles. I have to do something different for YouTube. So we're going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to take 5 minutes to change the information over. Begin brewing a cup of coffee because I want some for this. And in about 5 minutes time, Mr. Jason says you couldn't change the title if you wanted to. Good sir, you're not an editor. I'm pretty sure moderator can do that, but maybe not. I'll check. Mr. Shiny says, meanwhile, Mr. Shiny just out here asking for a nice bar of Weddle chocolate. Your favorite chocolate brand? Weddle chocolate? What's that? I know that's a type of chocolate, but I know that's the company brand, but I guess what are they famous for? Or what do you normally get from them? Mr. Jason says, no good sir, it needs to be an editor according to Twitch. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now my lovely sibling, who's the other moderator for Twitch, is an editor and can do that. But that is the difference between other. Mr. Jason says, I know you prefer to do your titles. I mean, if and or when my sibling has been here and I've asked for a title request, I just DM the title and then they change it. Or I change it to, I give an approximate title and they title it from there. But again, I need to swap things over for YouTube. So this is just kind of this is a conversation, more or less, that we're having. There's not much to it. But the next stream will be the labeled the final trials. We only have 2 things left. Whatever, Shiba has pitted us up against, and then something I know that you don't, is what I will say about that. I've played this particular ModROM or ROM hack before, so I know what's coming, but I thought it would be, I think it would be nice if we unveiled that together as a stream. Mr. Shiny says, mainly chocolate bars. You especially love the dark chocolate with a milk and cherry filling. It's a cherry cordial chocolate bar. Makes a lot of sense. That does sound delicious. Cherry is one of my favorite flavors, for the record. Lemon is like the other one when it comes to, like confectionery goods, sweets, that type of thing. There's just something about chocolate with lemon that is very satisfying to eat. That sounds good. So I'm going to ask everyone to hang tight with me as we close the stream down for like 5 minutes while I change the title and I go get supplies for coffee. And I will put out an announcement, or actually, I don't even need to do that because Discord will do that itself for me. But for those of you on Twitch and Kick, please just sit tight. And I promise you this stream will be back up, within 5 minutes. I look forward to showing you guys the end of the game together, because it's a nice ending. That said, for those that are, wanting to stop here for the day, my name is CoinStamp. This has been another episode of The Legend of Zelda, The Ultimate Trial. I almost did a Freudian slip there. If you guys want to know where my hallowed halls are for YouTube and Twitch, On YouTube, it'll be in the description, and on Twitch, it'll be where the social media links are. Click on that. For you guys on Kick, I'm going to dispense with that right now. Once you get to the link tree, there will be a Discord icon in the top middle of the page. I highly recommend you click on that. That takes you to my Discord server. I work pretty darn hard on it. I have places for commands. We vote on things in my Discord. I release thumbnails to you guys there. And for those of you that opt in and, you know, support me financially, or support my work financially, I have other incentives as well in the benefactors only section. So, you guys know where my hallowed halls are. I'd love to have you in there. Please stop in. You know, introduce yourselves, get comfortable. We're a nice, quiet little community, but I am looking to grow it one human soul at a time. You know where my hallowed halls are now, and you guys know the algorithmic stuff to do. So, that said, do stay safe and take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys in roughly 5 minutes. And with that, goodbye. Or see you soon. See you soon, everybody.